call to order the December 6, 2017 meeting of the Coralville Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Can I have a roll call, please?
Snyder?
Here.
Wen?
Here.
Taylor? Wenman?
Here.
Aaron's?
Here.
Foster?
Here.
Fessler?
Here.
Okay, and we have an amendment to the agenda that was already been published. I consider a motion to delete item number 8 for tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second.
second by Wynn. Discussion? Okay, all in favor of deleting item 8, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now I consider a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
So
So
moved. Go ahead.
Moved by Fessler,
Second.
second by Aaron's. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Now we'll consider approval of November 2017 minutes.
So moved.
Moved by Snyder,
Second.
second by Wynn. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Item 5, the public hearing on a request by Marnell National LLC for the approval of an RPDB site plan and final plat of Lot 1, Dovetail Estates Part 10. Anyone wish to speak to the commission on this item? Okay, step to the podium and give us your name and address, sir, please.
I just have some questions. I know you
Okay.
want me to sign in.
Yes, please.
Is there a piece of paper?
My name's Tom Beatty.
Okay.
I live at 2202 Grantview Drive, Coralville, Iowa, 52241. Question would be, has a builder been selected? Is there an architectural drawing? And what's the approximate square footage of each unit?
This has been-
That we can answer during the discussion tonight, but yes, there's the, as we get into this is the layout of what it's going to be. It's 2 fourplex units,
Right.
okay? I don't know the square footage of the units themselves. I do know they're comparable to the rest of the units in the neighborhood. There is a image of what the units will look like.
Do you want to cover that now, or?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
We can.
I was just double
It's a public
checking.
hearings here. We can discover it now. So this should give us,
I
okay,
think
the
it
floor
says what size the
area.
units are there, too.
I was looking for the floor
Yeah.
area.
It should be there. Building square, well.
That's
okay,
lot
it's
frontage,
1,210 square foot per unit. So it's a total square footage, building square footage of 9,682 square feet.
I'm sorry, where did you see 1,200 square foot per unit?
Land use intensity calculation, land use
there.
intensity calculations,
right here.
right there.
Okay.
1,210 square feet per unit.
That's considerably smaller than the other units in the area.
I can't remember. I don't know what the other units are.
I do.
Okay.
I do. It's, in some cases, less than half. In other cases, 72%.
Okay.
So comparable might not be an effective description.
I think these are intended to be 2 stories with a walkout. Is that correct, Jim?
These are 2 stories with the walkout,
So
yes.
much like the new ones that were built just to the east there a year ago.
They're basically like the ones Hodge built, recently built.
I think those are,
1,800 square feet.
The ground floor.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that's ground
Okay.
floor square
Okay.
footage, and then there's a second story that adds 400.
Okay.
that's more like it. If it's close to 2,000 feet,
Well,
that's what
it's
the,
basically, it's 2 stories of living area with a basement that's part of walkout basement.
because the ones that were built last, those last 4 are 2,182 square feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right there.
So 1,200 on the main floor, that would be closer to,
1,200 on the main floor is pretty good size. And what was the upper floor?
I think Adam said 400 maybe.
400?
So
Well, plus, I'm assuming there are 3 floors, right?
3 floors.
And the basement is habitable?
Walk out.
So you're looking at 2,100, 2,200 square feet.
Yeah, if it's 1,800 with the 2 floors and whatever they finish in the basement.
Okay. Thank you.
thank you, John. Does anybody else wish to address the commission on this item? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Oh, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm Mike Pintel. I live at 2232 East Grandview.
There's
Are
the
these
rendering.
planned to be their own condo association, or will they be merged with another condo? And are they going to be owner-occupied, or are they going to be rentals?
Those are questions that we typically don't get involved in at planning and zoning level.
One of the developers is here, and he can step to and answer your questions. I don't know about the condominium association. Association isn't anything the city gets involved in.
Hello, my name's Adam Hahn. I'm here today for Water Rivers at the Watts Group. The questions that were just asked, those would be owner-occupied condos. They would have I believe they would have their own HOA because their stormwater doesn't shed to that same pond.
Same pond.
All of our stuff's going downhill is contained on site. And like I said, the square footages will be close to 2,000 square feet. I believe that were all the questions. Okay, unless there's further, thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Does anyone else wish to speak? Okay, we'll close the public hearing, and we'll consider approval of the RPD site plan.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second.
second by Snyder. Discussion? Jim, is there anything else we need to add on this? Or?
Final plat. We're going to look at the final plat now.
Okay.
No, right now we're doing site.
Yeah, we're on site plan.
Oh, anything else on the site plan?
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
No.
Okay, no further discussion. We'll call for vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, now we'll consider approval of the final plat.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second?
second by Wynn. Jim, anything on the site plan?
No, it's just a final plat. It's a two-lot subdivision of the final plat. Lot 1 will be the residential development. Lot 2 will be the commercial development that's left on the south half of this original dovetail lot. So all we're doing is platting it, the whole lot into 2 buildable lots. And the first lot, the lot number 1, will be developed with the townhomes. The second lot, or lot number 2, is still commercial land use and zoned commercially, so it would be commercial development.
Okay, now, it looks like from our notes, they intend to start rather soon, as soon as they get approval through council, it looks like, possibly. Do you know?
I don't know what their construction date is. It depends on the weather, it depends on, this has to go on to council, and the council is still, the rezoning is still going through council, so it isn't final yet, so nothing will be totally final till at the end of this month. So until it's all final, they can't do anything on the lot.
Any further discussion? Now we'll consider approval of the final plat. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries unanimously. Okay, item 6 is a public hearing on a request by JLS Development for the approval of the rezoning from I3 to IPD2 and an IPDB site plan for lots 1, 2, and 3 of Coralville Industrial Park Number 2, 6th edition. Does anyone wish to speak to the commission on this submittal? Any written comments? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. Okay, we'll consider approval of the rezoning.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second?
second by Wynn. Discussion? Jim, is there anything?
Now, this rezoning and this PUD that we'll be looking at is located at the east end of James Street off of the cul-de-sac, where James Street ends on the east end. We're rezoning lots number 1 and lots number 2 from I2 to IPUD2. Lot number 3, or the furthest lot to the west right there, we've already rezoned that lot to an IPUD, and we've already approved a development scheme for that lot. So what we're doing now is they have submitted a rezoning for the final 2 lots right here, and then we'll be looking at the IPUDB site plan as well. So the rezoning is just I2 industrial to IPUD.
Okay, further
Industrial
discussion?
zoning.
Okay, we'll vote on the approval of rezoning. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries unanimously. Okay, now we'll consider approval of the IPDB site plan.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second.
second by Foster. Jim, anything on the site plan we need?
Lots number 1 and lot number 2 are the furthest lots as you're looking at them on the left. Lot number 3, or where you see that building footprint, that's the IPUD we've already approved on this lot. That's the one that has the retail in the front and the warehouse area in the back. Now, lot number 1 and lot number 2, the reason we're looking at this whole thing is because they basically are going to function as one area. If you see that diagonal line kind of going up through there, That's actually the lot line for lot number 3 and the adjoining lot. So what happens here is lot number 3, when we approved that, it had access to the cul-de-sac and could function on its own. But as we add these other 2 lots in there, the traffic pattern is going to be such that they're going to have cross-access from one lot to the other lot. You can see that on these buildings, they have loading docks and they have a lot of overhead doors when we look at the outline of the building. So the trucks can come in they can actually come in off of James Street and come down around and cross over onto the concrete on lot number 3 to back into the loading docks for the neighboring lot, and then they can go out and access James Street on the east of the cul-de-sac there. So what they're going to wind up with here, since we're at 2 different lots, there's going to be some cross-access easements they're going to have to work out for themselves for the traffic pattern that goes through here.
So is this one owner or one developer for this whole subdivision?
It's the same developer
Okay,
for the
so they
whole
can work
lot.
it out
It's the
themselves.
same developer for the whole lot. So we've got the one lot there with the warehouse on it. That's a proposed 43,000 some odd square foot warehouse area proposed on that lot. And then the other lot has a 23,000 square foot warehouse proposed on that. So the whole thing is an industrial use. And in an industrial PUD, we can combine some commercial uses in with that. That's how we get the retail on the existing building that's already there. But what we're looking at on lots 1 and lot number 2 is strictly an industrial use. So I think we have a further on. Okay, these are what the buildings are going to look like. The bottom building is the 43,000 square foot building. The other buildings are going to be the same. These are actually tilt-up concrete panels that are manufactured by Zero Energy System right down the road from here. So it's a local manufacturer doing the tilt-up insulated concrete panels for the warehouse areas. That's kind of an overhead view of what it's going to look like. 60 is the one that 1960 we've already approved. 1930 is the larger of the warehouses.
This is the one we
1900
approved.
Street. Pardon me?
1900 we approved in the background.
Yeah, the L1.
Oh, we're looking at it upside down. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
this is
We're
looking to
at
the
it backwards.
east.
You're right.
So those last building elevations we looked at, which building?
I believe, Jim, excuse me, so this is the
This
middle building?
Huh?
This is the middle
Yeah,
building?
that's the 43,000 square foot warehouse, or the middle building.
Yeah.
So you're looking at the elevations of it. That's the west elevation, or the elevation facing the existing 2,000 building that's there.
Looking at the post office.
And that's the east elevation. That's the elevation that faces where all that shared access is going to be with that large expanse of concrete. It's a loading dock there in the center that's kind of a recessed loading dock for larger semi-unloading. And then the smaller overhead doors there are just ground level overhead doors for, panel trucks or smaller straight trucks that can access those doors.
And then this is the third building to
That's
the
third
west.
building. Yeah. Same construction.
Anything else, Jim? Any further discussion?
Not for me, unless you have questions.
We'll vote on the approval of the site plan. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, motion carries all ayes. Okay, item 7 is public hearing on a request by IPDC Holdings LLC or Town Square Developers for the approval of amended CPD site plan, Lot 1, Town Square Part 3. Does anyone wish to speak to the commission on this submittal? Okay, we'll close the public hearing. And we'll consider approval of the amended CPDB site plan.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron,
So moved. Second.
second by Snyder. Hey, Jim.
Okay, this is a building that's located on the intersection of 5th Street and 12th Avenue, just across the street east from the CCPA building, the Center for Performing Arts building. It's a building that at one point in time housed the bank, originally housed the bank. So what we're looking at now, this is an existing commercial planned unit development, so he's looking to add on to this existing planned unit development. So this is an amendment to a CPUD for Town Square 3, Lot 1. And he's adding an office building on the north end of the building, 128 square feet of office building. The original building is 2 stories. He's adding on a single-story addition on the north end. So this is the footprint of the building, and you can see, we're just looking down at the top, but where it adjoins the original building, there is a concrete patio on both the west side and the east side of this building, proposed. And then maybe Scott, we just pull up the building look. So this is looking at the building. The bottom elevation is looking at it as if you were looking at it standing at the CCPA building and looking across the street. The 2-story building is the original brick building, and then what Scott's circling there is the single-story addition that he's putting on this building. This building, as you know, where the drive-through was, has that pitched roof on it, as you can see there on the end. And they're incorporating that. It's leaving the pitched roof there and closing that in, but they're enclosing all the way across that end of the building. So we have the peaked roof, the pitched roof in the center, and then there's flat roof on each side that gradually slopes either to the east or the west for drainage. And this is kind of a 3D rendering of what the building is going to look like when it's finished. You can see the original building, 2-story building there, and then this is a single-story addition that's going on to it. The windows are different. It's not red brick, it's stone. It's a beige, light-colored stone all the way around the building. As you can see in the top of this, or the cornice on this roof here, this is actually a parapet that sticks up above the level of the roof. So when you're looking at this building from the front, or whether you're looking at it from either side, you're not going to see a flat roof. What you're going to see is the top of this parapet, and then you're going to see the pitched roof in the background if you're looking at it. It would have been pretty infeasible to build a 2-story addition on here because the windows up above are already existing offices and occupied offices. So in order to build up and close those windows office, there would have been some additional remodel that would obviously have to occur inside.
And the staff has approved all the building materials?
We have approved the building materials, yes. There's only basically one building material, and that's the stone, and then the windows. That's pretty much it. Yes, it is a different look. This is a town center district that does have strict design standards in it. This does not circumvent those design standards. I don't know if you're familiar with it. You can kind of see the stone, the mark on the stone face there or not. But if you're not familiar with building designs for the town center district, it says architectural style is not restricted. Evaluation of the appearance of the project shall be based on the quality of its design in relationship to surroundings. Residential style architecture with appropriate detailing of architectural features such as windows, doorways is desirable for new construction and renovation or remodeling of an existing building. So basically when we planned this and we're looking for the residential type construction, we were looking for 2-story construction with pitched roofs on it. That's pretty much what we're looking for in the restyle. We have varied from that, on the West Bank has a flat roof on it. It's a single-story building with a flat roof on it. It also says in this that, I saw this in here someplace, and I kind of wanted to share this with you too. It says, basically, I don't see it here unless it's on the back one of these pages, but it says monotonous design in single or multiple building projects shall be avoided. Variation of detail, form, siding shall be used to provide visual interest in multiple building projects, and so on and so forth. But basically what it's saying is they're not looking for monotonous construction, so they are looking for a variation. In architecture, they are looking for some kind of variation of materials, as in the town center district design as well.
So it seems to be
So
a real
there
nice
were-
fit then.
There were some people that looked at this and had the opinion of it, even staff, when we first looked at it, we thought, well, this is a major change from the building that's there, and it's really out. But what the developer's going for is kind of a conservatory look on the end of this building. And he's certainly within the town center design standards, and I think staff, at least staff at this point, feels it's a nice looking addition to this building. This is a very large building when it goes down the block and around the corner. That's all I have on it.
Okay. Okay, any further discussion? Not, we'll vote on the approval of the amended site plan. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries all ayes. Anything for next month yet, Jim?
We have one submittal for next month yet. We just got it, we're just going through it. It's for a development out in our west land use area. A residential development out there will consist of townhomes, duplexes, multifamily buildings, 24 units, 36 units, so on and so forth.
Okay.
And one area of single-family housing, of 71 lots of single-family housing. So it's kind of a little bit of everything out there.
All right. Okay, we'll consider motion to adjourn then.
So moved.
Moved by Aaron's,
Second.
second by Snyder. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are adjourned.